welcome to another vlog. The Eat at Home challenge continues, and I made a huge pot of turkey stroganoff for dinner. Abby and I were planning to have charcuterie tomorrow, but I made so much pasta that I think it will last 2 days. So maybe we'll do charcuterie on Friday, Saturday, and potentially Sunday. I forgot to taste it and adjust the seasoning, so I probably will need to add salt, but I am very excited to eat this. It's been one of those days and I've only had a smoothie the entire day. Fortunately, the smoothie was really filling. I put hemp hearts in it and flaxseed and pumpkin butter. It was very filling and it provided me with enough energy to get through the work tasks I had today. I'm not actually super hungry, but I'm ready to eat. I'm gonna taste this to see if I need to add some salt. It's very good, but does need salt. I actually used double the noodles, which is why I figured it would need more salt. I really like using the diamond crystal salt. It tastes really good, but for the purposes of the bowl that I have in front of me, I'm gonna use this Himalayan pink salt, which I don't like as much. This is just from the dollar store, so maybe the quality isn't the best, but I'll just put a little bit of this on. I like that it's in a grinder. All right, let me mix it up a bit and then have a little more. That noise, I don't know, that like wet pasta noise, I find it really satisfying, but it probably sounds, I don't know, maybe not everyone finds it satisfying. Okay, let me have another bite, and then I just want to say one more thing before I finish the rest of my food. Oh, much better. The perfect amount of salt does so much for flavor. That's really good. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy that after I just say this one thing, and that is that I make a lot of excuses about cooking when I'm busy, not having kind of like the motivation to do it, not having the time to do it. And that is true about the motivation, but the time part, I know I'm kind of tricking myself or making excuses because I have been really busy this week with getting back into the swing of things with work and with my book, and also wanting to vlog, and of course like getting all my steps in and like doing all my daily chores and my daily self-care things. The days have been really full, but I've still found the time to cook. So that's why I'm kind of calling BS on myself the rest of the year when I say I'm like too busy to cook or too busy to think about what to make for dinner. The part about the motivation though is true. That's why I really love this Eat at Home challenge. It motivates me to step out of my cooking rut for one, and it also kind of like strips away the excuses I usually have about not cooking. I know that when I put my mind to it, I can find the time to cook, to prepare meals, to think of ideas on what to make. I do like having that break though. I don't want to be cooking all the time because there are other things that I want to do, and there are other things I like to eat. I do like to buy takeout, I do like to go out to eat from time to time, and I do like processed snacks. So that is still going to be continuing. I'm not going to be doing the Eat at Home challenge indefinitely. I really love it for small spurts. November is my favorite month for it, but sometimes I do it in March as well. But it's really gotten me thinking about maybe cooking a little more year-round as well, and not just like so concentrated into 1 or 2 months of the year. So those are the wheels that are turning in my head right now as I had a really busy day, but I still was able to whip up this very delicious meal in very little time because I used the Instant Pot. I think in total I only had to prep for like 15 minutes, and then I had like a little bit more to do, but it was quick and easy, tastes delicious, very hearty and filling. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this lesson in mind. Hello, I am having my first meal, overnight oats, and I put a little bit of this pumpkin butter in it because I actually forgot we had it. So we've had this for a while and it's just been sitting in the fridge, and it's still good. So I put it in my smoothie the other day and it's great in the overnight oats. Charcuterie is ready. It looks so good. Giant haircut for the AeroGarden today. I cut off a lot of thyme, Thai basil, and Genovese basil. The calendula is now completely dead and the parsley is on its way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use up the remaining sprigs and then just get rid of that pod altogether. And here I'm just making some Thai basil simple syrup. I put some regular basil in there as well, and I'm going to make a thyme one after this. Next, I am making the thyme simple syrup. I ended up adding more water to the Thai basil one because there was so much Thai basil. So I made 3 cups of simple syrup with the Thai basil, and this is 2 cups with the thyme. There's also a little bit of parsley in there, but I didn't bother picking it out. The flavor will be really mild. I had to pull myself away from the computer today. I am really in deep with my book and I need to get my steps in. I basically only have a few things on my list. I need to buy some more baguettes because we are going to repeat charcuterie night. It was so delicious yesterday, and we still have half of the stuff, like half of the cheese and the meats and so on, but we did finish the entire baguette, so I'll be buying another one, and then I just have like some odds and ends to pick up, and then it's going to be all book all day today. I'm feeling really in the flow, so I don't want to lose that energy. Hubby and I are having a dinner where we're using up what we have. So the steak was in our freezer. Hubby barbecued it along with 2 zucchinis that were in the fridge. I was gonna make pasta with it, but I never did, so we just decided to barbecue it. We have a little bit of charcuterie left over from yesterday. This is like a mushroom type sauce that we also had in the fridge that we just heated up in a pan, and we're gonna use that to dress the steaks. And then I made garlic bread with hot dog buns that we had in the freezer. So this feels very gratifying. We used up all of the hot dog buns, most of the mushroom sauce, or half of the mushroom sauce that we have left, the zucchinis, a steak, and our charcuterie. I also made these drinks for us. I used the honey mead that we got from the lavender farm. And the honey mead by itself, I don't really like the taste of. It doesn't taste very good. So I mixed it with the thyme syrup that I made and also some lemon sparkling water. So hopefully that's good. Dinner tonight is this rice bowl. I made some tofu, and this is partly left over from yesterday. It's basically minced pork in like an Asian style seasoning, lots of different sauces and such, and I put an entire bag of spinach in there. We had a bit left over, so I bought another bag of spinach and put that in there. That's why it's like so spinachy. But yesterday was a more balanced combination of pork and spinach, but now I have the tofu. It is time once again for my first meal of the day. I am having sesame bagel with butter and this Bonne Maman cherry jam, which is quite delicious. I don't know if it's my favorite. I think I like maybe like blueberry and strawberry more. Also really love peach jam. but it's pretty good. I like it. I really love cherry jam with cream cheese. I actually just remembered that. So maybe I will buy some cream cheese at some point. I'm also drinking a glass of kombucha. I saw this on my sister's channel. This kombucha here, and yes, I did buy a really big bottle. This is 1.4 liters. I love like drinking stuff like this. I'm like a thirsty person. So I'm excited to try it. I'm gonna try it right now. I love kombucha. I no longer have my scobies. The kombucha I made wasn't very good. It was very sour, partly because I didn't put that much like juice or sweetener in there. And the other thing is that my kombucha never got that fizzy. So the store-bought stuff is definitely better for my palate. All right, it smells really good. That is nice. This is the Trilogy. I can taste like the ginger, which I really like. So this is raspberry juice, lemon juice, and ginger juice. It's good. I like it a lot. My sister also said she enjoys the Divine Grape one, and hubby and I love the flavor of grape, especially hubby. Hubby's not a huge fan of kombucha though, but I think I'll buy that one next. Really, really, really good. I was just going over the vlog that I just posted, putting in the timestamps, and I noticed that I wore this shirt like the entire video, and I think I filmed like 8 days in a row or something like that, and every day it was this shirt. I do wear this shirt a lot. I just had a bite of this pasta. It is so good. I just bought some mild Italian sausage and cut that up. Stir-fried it with some sweet bell peppers. I bought like a 3-pack of the orange, the red, and the yellow. I put a bunch of Parmesan, some spices, a little bit of pasta water, and it is so delicious. I might have another bowl. This bowl is quite small. It looks big on camera, but it's not that big. And I did cut myself today, just a little cut. It could have been a lot worse, but I got distracted when I was cutting the bell peppers, and I like sliced into my thumb and finger instead. There was like a little scratch on my thumb, and then this was a little bit of a bigger cut, but still like pretty tiny. So I feel very fortunate that it wasn't worse. Got a bunch of stuff to do tonight. I'm going to do a bit of cleaning and just like prepping the condo because my friend is coming over tomorrow. She's gonna come over for some nibbles and just have a little chat. And it should be fun. This is the friend where we have our annual holiday extravaganza, and this year it's my turn to come up with an idea for something for us to do. So I printed out a little document with 2 options. She can choose one or the other or both. Part of me is hoping she'll choose both because I kind of want to do both, but I am also super happy to leave it in her hands. I'm going to try to do an evening writing session today. I did one yesterday, so there's a new program that I'm taking at the writing studio called Slow Growth, and it is 6 Tuesday evenings, an hour and a half of talking about like inner work in terms of writing. So these are like inner critic stuff, blockages, creative resistance, that sort of thing. And we also talk about setting goals and intentions and habits, which I love. So that felt really, really good to do that session yesterday. And I feel motivated to do like a little sanctuary session that we have tonight at 9 o'clock. It's a bit late, but I think I'd like to pop in and see if I can do some writing. Hubby is eating the sausage pasta now, and I am having my dessert. For dessert today, I'm doing something a little different. I had a craving for a latte, so this is a decaf latte, but I do plan to stay up for the writing session at 9 o'clock, so the little bit of caffeine in here should help me stay a little more alert, but not affect me enough so that I can't go to bed. Also having a few dates. Got a box from Freshco, and I really like the dates from Saudi Arabia, so this is like a big container of dates from Saudi Arabia. Abby and I were just talking about the dates that we had when we went to the expo, and I think those were from Saudi Arabia as well. But I am having a lighter dessert today because I did have a second helping of pasta, and I am feeling quite full now. I'm having dinner now. My friend was over and I didn't vlog because it was just a whirlwind. She was only here for a short time and we hadn't seen each other for a while, so we were busy chatting away and then she had to zip off. She did choose both activities for our holiday extravaganza, so I'll tell you about that a little bit later, but I'm just having a tiny bowl of pasta for dinner. I saved half of the sauce from yesterday, that's just the sausages and peppers, and I made another batch of noodles. They're these noodles, I forget what they're called, but they're delicious. Just a tiny bowl because I still have a bunch of charcuterie, which I'm gonna nibble on. But it's pretty much the same thing that hubby and I always do. This is what's left. Everything's falling off. And the only other thing that's different that I included were grapes because my friend loves grapes. Our holiday extravaganza has evolved over the years. We used to love meeting on like the busiest day of the shopping season. We would present our idea at the mall and then we would have a certain amount of time to rush around and buy everything. So that was fun for a few years, very exciting, but the novelty kind of wore off as we got a little older. I was decluttering and I also quit my job, so I didn't really want like excess stuff. So our holiday extravaganza has kind of like changed to meet our needs as we change. I am not so like anti-clutter anymore. I feel like the condo is in good shape. I'm not really holding on to things as much as I used to. I can let go of things a little bit easier, so I don't feel as kind of like terrified of bringing new things into my home. So this year I presented my friend with two options that she could choose depending on where she's at right now. The first option was, I think I called it cozy care package, and it's basically some of our favorite things that we enjoy cozying up with. We can include a mixture of store-bought items and homemade items, and our budget is always $50 before tax. So that was option one in case she felt like in a shopping mood or she felt like receiving like a tangible gift. Option two was kind of like regular touch points throughout the year. We would send fancy emails to each other, similar to how we used to write letters to each other when my friend lived in Ottawa. We wrote these like long multi-page letters, and some of them, they were so thick and we tried to only put one stamp that they would get sent back, like they wouldn't go through. And I forgot to mention this to my friend when she was here, but as I was looking through some of our old emails, I think I was looking for something in particular. I came across an email that she sent me and it was like super colorful. She had used like different fonts and different colors, and it was just like really pretty, and it was like a long email kind of like telling me little updates about her life and such, and I loved that. So I'm like, why don't we do that? We can include different fonts and different colors in our letters. We could also include photos or like clip art or pictures or like links to articles and such. I thought it would be like a fun little monthly digest that we could send each other. And this wouldn't replace like our get-togethers. This would be in addition to. We're actually starting this December, so it's going to be 13 emails, December 2022 to December 2023 inclusive. And yeah, so I'm going to be sending mine around the first Sunday of each month, and my friend is going to be sending me hers around the 15th of the month. I'm heading to Eaton Centre. Got a few things on my list that I want to pick up. I want to get some lint truffles, and I also want to look for a part of my friend's cozy gift. I want to possibly look for some loungewear or some like really comfortable pre-tape pants, and I might take a peek to see if I can get something for hubby's stocking. We're doing all food this year in the summer. I am back from the mall. I don't think I had a super successful shopping trip, but I guess that would depend on how you define successful. The good thing is that I didn't purchase a bunch of stuff I was iffy about. I tried on a few loungewear things, and there was a set I liked at Old Navy, but I don't know. I prefer my current sleep sets that I got from Shein, even though they are getting very very worn. I wear them all the time. I did check Shein to see if I could buy the same sets, and it looks like they rotate their styles pretty often because I couldn't seem to find it. Maybe I will check again because that was a little while ago that I looked. But I would like to have I don't know, maybe a couple of replacements. I'm not too sure. These are still fine. There are no holes or anything, but they're just getting very worn and they're like losing shape and all of that because they're like so worn. So the only things I ended up picking up were the Lindt chocolates for our advent calendar. So I'll be putting that together pretty soon. And I did go with Tea House again for the tea advent calendar. I thought about branching out, but I really love Tea House. They're a local Canadian company. Plus I love their tea. So I thought I would just stick with the same, but I have something kind of like brewing in my mind for next year's tea advent calendar, but I'm gonna think about that some more. I also got a set of holiday cards that I'm going to be sending out this year. I do have some holiday cards that are like kicking around in my stash, but it's so hard for me to remember who got which card. I started making notes on each set of cards, but they're incomplete, so it's very possible that I've sent out cards and I didn't write down the name. I don't really want to send out the same card. I could. It doesn't really matter. But I thought it would be fun to just get one set of new cards every year. So those are two very practical things that I got accomplished today. So I'm feeling good about that. Even though I didn't pick up anything for my friend, I did look at a lot of things for my friend, but I didn't want to decide just yet. I want to give it a little bit more thought and not just buy like the first thing that I see, because we don't have that time crunch. So I can ponder it and do a little shopping online as well, and maybe like give it some more thought. And also I can go back to stores, of course. And I got my steps in, so that was a great accomplishment. That means I don't have to go out again today. Instead, I'm going to record my annual empties video. I'm so excited to be letting go of all the empties that I've been gathering for a full year now.